All right, everyone, and welcome back to That Variety Nerd, or welcome if you are new here. I'm Christina, and today, well, this is going to be our first of two trailers that we're going to be reacting to. There's probably going to be plenty more because of IGN's. I think it's GameCon, I believe that's what it is. It's a huge multi-day thing where they're just like cranking out all kinds of trailers, demos, that sort of thing. So, the first one, of course, is going to be the one that, well, there's been apparently some delightful things being said about it. That is right. As the title says, we're going to take a look at The Sims new game pack that's coming out. I believe it said September 8th. And yeah, we're going to just dive right into it. So, as per usual, just get cozy, grab your snacks, drinks, and let's just go through. We won't have the sound on the video because, copyright's a thing. So, that's where we're going to go. So, let's do this. All right, I can already tell that we're off to a really good start because we got, look at the, oh my god, look at this, 15k likes, 24k dislikes. We're off to a great start. Let's take a look at this. So we have The Sims 4 Star Wars Journey to Batuu. All right, what in the world is going on here? Oh man, EA is really starting to cross over. What is this? Wait, so we're starting off in Willow Creek and somehow ending up in Star Wars. What is going on here? Okay, not gonna lie, even though that's mostly set dressing, probably, that looks pretty cool. Okay, let's keep going. So it looks like there's this kind of spacious marketplace. I'm kind of getting like more Assassin's Creed kind of vibes almost, maybe unless if that's just me. Alright. Oh, we got our own little R2 in this whole situation. Why? Oh, I know that I should be shutting up during this trailer, but there's not a whole lot to really talk about. Except for just it's The Sims and Star Wars crossed over. I don't know how else to describe it. Maybe there's more information online. I do like the hair. I'm okay with that. Okay, if we get our own lightsaber, I'm in. Oh god. What is even going on here? Wait, we get our own, like, Millennium Falcon and stuff? Oh, wait. We got build and buy stuff. I'm sorry, but some of that kind of just doesn't blend in well with our base game worlds at all. I mean, you look at that suburban. Hold up here. Can we talk about this? You take that suburban home and you look at that on the market, you're probably thinking like what the poop is going on here? So you went from like the very suburban and bright room to this just dungeon of darkness of a dining room. I don't even know what to call it. Like what? This just looks so out of place. Look at all the clothes and stuff. Like some of that's like from the base game and whatnot. Like this is gonna be so out of place in the game. Oh my god. I mean look at that. Look at that. Star Wars Journey to Batuu. I think that's how you pronounce it. Create your Star Wars story. Oh god, I'm gonna get copyright for this probably. September 8th, 2020. That is a Tuesday. It is the day after Labor Day. All right, well, I can definitely see where the 15k likes and 24k dislikes are coming from. So, what I thought would be a good idea is to kind of deep a little bit, more into this sort of thing. So EA and Star Wars games have been a pairing for at least 9, almost 10 years now, I would say. Again, this is just, the Electronic Arts games of Star Wars. The first one came in 2011. 2015, there was Battlefront, then Galaxy of Heroes. Some of these names might look familiar. Battlefront 2, Fallen Order, Squadrons, that's coming out apparently this year. And then Rise to Power's the next one. Now, the most recent one was the Fallen Order one with EA. So, just to give you an idea as to what that game was like, it's coming out on Stadia apparently sometime this year, at least according to Wikipedia. But the relationship between EA and Star Wars is obviously a thing that trickled its way into another EA game. So, it almost kind of feels like a cross promotion of games, which on one hand could work, but on the other hand, I don't think it's gonna work. I feel like, first of all, the hardcore simmers are probably gonna get this pack no matter what. If you get all the DLC, like your hardcore simmer, you're probably gonna get this pack. So there's a small portion of that that kind of drives the sales Two, if you're trying to get Star Wars fans into The Sims, good luck with that. They're already a very nichey, hardcore fan base. I'm not quite sure how you're going to get Star Wars fans over to The Sims. There's a few folks like myself that enjoy both. So for me, this is something that, for me personally, I'm going to enjoy playing. However, we've got some problems with this first and foremost. It's almost like you're promoting a game for another game in a weird way. So, again, kind of taking a look at Wikipedia. Again, this is very, big picture and all that stuff. There is a Star Wars game coming out, Squadrons. I don't know anything about this game. It's a combat game. So, the story is set after Return of the Jedi. So, there's the upcoming Star Wars game from EA in October. Oh, it's only 4 or so weeks after this game pack's supposed to come out. What a coincidence. Now, the timing of the game pack itself, it makes logical sense. The last game pack that we had was actually almost a full year ago with Realm of Magic, so we're kind of due for one. My my main thing so far is that this is kind of like a cross promotion thing that's going to only serve, a very specific audience. And I get that's the point with the game packs, but if you take a look at the other game packs, like Strangerville, for example, not everybody was on board with Strangerville by any means, right? Or even Realm of Magic. However, you could expand to the worlds more and you could have, like, your spellcasters in Willow Creek and it wouldn't look super weird or anything like that. You had some of the build and buy items and gameplay things that could impact and be good with it. You even got a full-blown world in Strangerville where you had like at least like I think it was 11 to 13 good, lots and stuff like that. And you had a smaller world, but still a world nonetheless in Realm of Magic. This is going to seem like to me, I don't know much information about it, but it seems like to me it's going to be more of a vacation trip almost, but I'm hoping that's not the case. If we looked at the trailer, it did not blend in together with the rest of the stuff, even base game wise. So, either way around, just to give you some context as to, what we're doing here. So, there's connections that are there. Obviously, Star Wars and Sims, they're both EA. There's some sort of crossover pack. This is also it's not the first time that we're seeing crossover collab packs going on because Moschino stuff, I think, came out a year ago as well. And that was a cross promotional thing. I believe that was a year ago. I want to say that was a year ago. Well, yeah, it was a little over a year ago, but close enough. So, August 13th, Moschino stuff came out. So it's almost like we're due for like this cross-branded crossover thing, partnership pack once a year. That's getting on my nerves a little bit personally, but I get it. Like EA wants to cross promote things, probably, I'm assuming, in some shape or form. That's just me. So that's an industry thing. Probably went a little bit over on time with that. So plot a course to the Sims 4 Star Wars Journey to Batuu game pack. Couldn't you come up with a little bit more of an abbreviated like name or title for that? Just, nitpicky thing there. So first of all, we're going to go through this link a little bit. We're going to go through that link. I kind of went through like, frame by frame breakdown of things. It was just a lot to take in. So basically, we're going to Star Wars. Experience the edge of the galaxy. So it looks like sight, sounds, and smells of Star Wars, majestic petrified trees, yada yada yada. So vendors serve of, new foods, alien locals, and busy droids go about their day. So I'm curious about how the droids are gonna work. I'm just curious how this pack's gonna work. Like first and foremost, like this thing's gonna break our games. I'm not even joking. Probably. Curious, Ben Ned. Can you release a pack where we can pronounce some things once in a while? Myrialands and Twi'leks browse the wares of Doneger's Den of Antiquities. Sims might recognize a certain famous ship, the Millennium Falcon, or hope to escape the noticing of patrolling stormtroopers, but once they arrive, they never want to leave. Earn reputation, so you get different reputations. Is there another reputation system that's kind of on hand? I'm thinking that maybe this could be in the artery of like Realm of Magic potentially, where you had like different pathways and stuff like that. That's what I'm thinking that this sounds like. Or like ranks, like how we had it in Vampires. So here we got our first screenshot. Again, there's a lot to take in. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not thrilled about the pack. Like, from an industry consumer sort of standpoint, just, what I just rambled on about for a little bit. But I am excited in general for the pack so far. I think what they're trying to accomplish here, like it's something different that we haven't really had before, and I'm kind of here for it. I think hopefully that like they're gonna maybe knock it out of the park. I say maybe because we always have these high expectations and then they get dragged down. So we're gonna artifacts and treasures. That just sounds like a rehashed. That just sounds like rehashing Jungle Adventure. So Star Wars inspired updates in decor, home design, and even recipes. Yada yada yada. Plus, any droids ordered on Batuu return to the Sims world as well. Sure, droids might not go zapping around people and zapping people in Willow Creek, but Sims can still build relationships with them and have fun driving them around with a data pad. So that's going to be a thing. Driving around, I think they intentionally put that in there to kind of, nudge us a little bit with cars, potentially, just because I know people are going to be throwing a fit about that and babies. But either way, we got all this stuff in here, and this one looks a little bit more like something that you could possibly see kind of work all that well. I like seeing this shelf in general. I think it's cool. Again, game packs and stuff packs are much more nichey. Especially with the game packs where it's like it's not going to appeal to everyone. It's not going to make or break your game if you don't have it. Alright, so now we got the Sims 4 Star Wars game packs. So we got September 8th, so that's like maybe less than 2 weeks away. And that's going to be on Origin, Steam, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. I think the move to Steam happened some point over the summer. So key features, experience the edge of the galaxy. So from the Millennium Falcon to the bustling cantina, unique attire of Batuu, Sims will be surrounded by the iconic sights and sounds of Star Wars. Good lord, the copyright's going to be terrible. Socialize with the alien locals to truly understand Batuu is unlike any other planet. So are we getting a whole new planet entirely in The Sims, or is it just going to be a whole new world? Because we had something with the magic realm where if you went to a portal, then you went to another world, but like you can only access it while you're over there. I'm wondering if that's kind of the same mechanic that they're going for here. So I'm just trying to figure out how this is going to work. Create your Star Wars story. The Renaissance, First Order, and Scoundrels are fighting to control Batuu, but your Sims actions determine who will succeed. As Sims undertake challenges and special missions, you'll tip the balance of power. Influence not only changes the world, but unlocks rewards such as Starfighter access, new outfits, and critical missions on Batuu. And who knows, you might find your Batuu on special someone. Oh Jesus, take the wheel. The fan fiction, it's coming to life in The Sims, if it hasn't already. Unite with iconic characters. Completing missions help you earn reputation points. Possibilities shift depending on your actions. Will you choose to support Kylo Ren, Rey, V. Morati in the fight against the First Order? Whichever path your sim chooses. Hondo Onaka and his scoundrels are always there if you need a few extra galactic credits. So it sounds like we're getting another new currency. How many currencies are we getting this year? We had all the recycling bits and pieces and the knitting stuff or whatever. I don't know. We're getting so many different like currencies. We have simoleons, recycling bits. We've got some other stuff going on, and I'm just getting more and more confused. Anyway, get your own lightsaber and droid. That's the part that I'm here for. Explore Batuu to find Kyber crystals and hilts for the most coveted Star Wars artifact, a lightsaber. Collect every piece to construct a blade that's all your own. Then invite other Sims to spar in lightsaber challenges, or visit the droid depot and purchase your own droid to help you on your adventures, and maybe zap a few Sims here and there to distract them. You can even bring your droid friend home with you, so you always have that +1 for parties. I felt that. I don't think they can get what's out in the world right now. So there we have it, people. Overall thoughts. Not thrilled entirely about how it's going about. You know what I mean? I feel like, again, based on what we've been seeing in the community, this is not the pack that needed to come out just yet. I feel like this pack would have been a lot more efficient to come out like even a year or two ago when like the movies were still coming out, because I think the trilogy wrapped up, right? I could be super wrong. But yeah, I think it's only going to cater to a very, very small nichey group of people. And that's not what The Sims should be about. Because The Sims is a life simulator. Like, you're trying to simulate life. I mean, granted, we've all probably run around with, like, pretend lightsabers and stuff like that at some point in life, like a toilet paper roll or something, or not even a toilet paper roll, but like a paper towel roll and stuff like that, just trying to whack each other with things. I just think when you're thinking of a life simulator, this could have been like our Sims 4, how in the Sims 3 you had the medieval thing, the spin-off, Sims 3 Medieval. This could have been it. This could have been the thing that's like, let's just do an entire spin-off, let's just go nuts with it. But no, let's throw it into a game pack and a life simulator. Like, Star Wars is not like, how do I want to say this? Star Wars, it's not life. You know what I mean? It's a science fiction-y world. Like, I'm here for wackiness in my video games and weirdness and weird and wacky things in my Sims games, but when you're in a life simulator, we've had a number of things that people have wanted. Like, yeah, we kind of want, the happy haunt stuff, right? Like, that's not a far stretch because there are paranormal investigators in the world, for example, and I think that'd be really fun to bring back. Or a firefighter career, or I don't know, a farming pack because we have literally nothing in terms of rural communities. And like at least here in the United States, I want to say it's like 60-70% of the United States, it's rural community. It's rural like land. The other 30% is suburban to metro areas. So it's like if you're going to have a life simulator and if you're trying to represent more people and more communities, I don't think this is the way to do it. Why not just save this as an entire spin off? Where you can go more in depth and cater to that audience. This is not going to cater to a mainstream Sims audience. For me, it's going to cater to me because I enjoy the crap out of Star Wars and I enjoy the crap out of The Sims. But I'm just saying, like, just because I like something, that doesn't mean that everyone's going to enjoy it. With the other game packs, that tied into something from the past in The Sims, like vacations. You can go on vacations. People go on vacations. Maybe not as much right now, but people go on vacations. Yeah, we had our supernatural cults, but with the game packs, you're able to flesh things out a little bit more in terms of the gameplay. That's what game packs are for. This to me is like sort of an attempt at like a spin-off series thing almost entirely, not a spin-off entirely. I don't know if that makes any sense. It could have been its own separate crossover game. That is what I'm saying. Like, I'd much rather see a hobbies pack or a farming pack or something just different. And I get that this is very different, but this is not going to appeal to a ton of simmers, like in general. Because if you're trying to replicate life and you're trying to represent as many communities and people as possible and try to represent your game, I don't think R2D2 is going to represent me in the game, although I love R2D2. So, I don't know, that's just my take. My apologies if this is longer. I feel like this is a discussion that needed to be had. Let me know what you all think in the comments down below. I'm excited for the pack, but I've got a little bit of a qualm with it already, just the timing of it and stuff like that. So on that happy note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff here on the channel. We'll be reacting to some more trailers in the upcoming days more than likely, so get excited for that. So there we go. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all later. Bye everyone.